That morning in 1979, killer powder drifted into Sverdlovsk. At first, people thought it was just a cold. Days later, fluid filled their lungs. Their chests swelled. They drowned on dry land. Officials tried to hide it, but they couldn't hide the spores. Boiling water won't kill them. Strong acid won't stop them. They sit in frozen ground for 100 years, waiting for one chance. It's one of history's toughest killers, anthrax. Back to the 1800s. This disease killed livestock. It also killed people fast, but we knew almost nothing about it. Until 1876, German doctor Robert Koch decided to hunt it down. In a tiny room with a wooden table and a microscope, he found long rods in sick sheep. He injected them into healthy mice. The mice died. He found the same rods in the dead mice. Experiments revealed a terrifying truth. These rods caused the disease. And Koch discovered something else. Anthrax has a cheat code: spores. When the external conditions get bad, anthrax dehydrates. It hardens and builds 3 layers of armor. This armor can survive boiling water, strong acid, vacuum, and radiation. It lets the bacteria go into a fake death, waiting. When the time is right, it wakes up and kills again. Koch found the killer, but he didn't find a way to stop it. 5 years later, Louis Pasteur took over. He showed the world a practical defense against microbes: vaccines. May 5th, 1881, Pasteur set up a public experiment. With 50 sheep, into 2 groups. One got his vaccine, one didn't. On May 31st, he injected all sheep with live anthrax. Crowds watched. Reporters waited for death. June 2nd, the world was shocked. All the unvaccinated sheep were dead. The vaccinated ones were fine. Thus, the first bacterial vaccine in human history was born. Koch found the enemy. Pasteur found the shield. From that day, the killer was no longer invincible. By now, you're surely curious. What makes this killer so strong and difficult to take down? There are 3 ways it kills: skin anthrax, gut anthrax, and the deadliest, inhaled anthrax. When these spores are inhaled into the lungs, as they're tiny, they can slip past defenses. Immune cells will arrive and engulf them. But they didn't know the spores are Trojan horses. Inside the lymph nodes, they wake up. They release 3 toxins working together. Protective antigen, PA, is the guidance system. It locks onto cells and punches a nanoscale hole. Edema factor, EF, enters. It destroys the cell's water balance. Your lung cells will fill with fluid. Then you drown in your own body. Lethal factor is the sniper. It shuts down the immune system's alarms. With this combination of high defense, high penetration, and high kill rate, anthrax is the ultimate assassin. But these same traits would lead it down a dark path. 1936 in Harbin, a secret unit appeared, Unit 731. They held prisoners, Chinese, Koreans, and Soviets, who had no names, just numbers. They were experimental material. They injected anthrax into these living people, recorded every moment until death. They cut people open without anesthesia, watching the physiological responses of organs fail. They put anthrax spores into ceramic bombs and set them off outside. Then the soldiers ran into dust to collect air samples. They calculated 1 kilogram of spores could contaminate how much land, how many dead. From 1939, Chinese cities fell to anthrax bombs. Thousands of Chinese civilians were killed. In one city alone, Over 7,000 named victims died. The war has ended, but this blood debt did not. Survivors still suffer the agonizing pain today. If the story ended here, it would be a tragic tale devoid of rationality. Now scientists are trying to turn this hellish weapon into a surgical tool. When studying how anthrax enters cells, they found two locks, CMG2 and TEM8. These two locks are rarely found in normal cells, but are densely distributed on cancer cells. Since cancer cells is easily identifiable, can we turn a bomb into a missile? Scientists added a smart chip that only recognizes tumors. Near healthy tissue, the new toxin sleeps. Near cancer, protective antigen punches the hole. Lethal factor goes in. Cancer cells explode from the inside. In 2022, this technique shrank tumors in late-stage cancer patients with no side effects. In the field of pain relief, scientists discovered Anthrax's PA system can precisely target the pain-signaling nerves. Scientists made a bold move. They sent a harmless decoy into those nerves. It doesn't kill cells. It just quietly shuts off the pain signal. And it only affects pain nerves and has no effect on heart rate, body temperature, or motor ability. From weapon to medicine, anthrax is a mirror. One path leads to horror, another leads to healing. All depends on the hand that holds it and the heart behind.